Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Some time ago, United Nations sent a message to Nigeria to immediately release Nnamdi Kanu, or they will face some consequences. Unfortunately, the federal government of Nigeria seems not to react to that demand our mandates from United Nations, and there have been several reactions to it. The 52 northern groups have said that the United Nations does not have the right to interfere in the issue between Nigeria and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we all know that even up till today, he's still languishing in DSS detention. But right now, three renowned lawyers have sent out a warning and have briefed Nigeria of the consequences of disobeying the order from UN for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We're going to be looking at that and what the reactions of Nigerians in this respect is. And according to the news, three lawyers, Chief Clifford Okoye, Maurice Efobi, and Sam Chukwukelu, have warned the federal government against the consequences of disobeying the recent United Nations UN demand to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from detention. UN had recently demanded that Kanu be released from detention unconditionally, as according to the world body, Kanu is only seeking an independence of the Biafran people, and as such, his action has not yet warranted such unlawful detention. However, the federal government is yet to heed the UN's demand as Kanu is still languishing inside the Directorate of State Services DSS custody, even as the government has never made any categorical affirmative or non-affirmative statement to that effect. But Okoye, Fobi, and Chukwukelu, who spoke to newsmen on the development, said the Nigerian government should not dismiss the UN statement with ignominy the same way they disobey or disregard orders from Nigerian court and go scot-free. Specifically, Okoye, who was a one-time chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) Agwata branch in Anambra State, declared, and I quote, he said, "I want to thank the UN for lending its voice to Nigeria's internal affairs as a member nation under it, and Nigeria should be a country where freedom of speech and expressions are observed. Kanu is entitled to bail because treason is not a capital offense that will attract death by hanging. I recall the attack in Kanu's home in Afaroku, Ibeku, Umuahia, State by the military. Although that UN declaration is only persuasive and not compulsive, being that global strong voice has a method of enforcing their action against any defiant nation under it. According to Ifobi, who was also a former chairman of MBA, Idimili branch, Nigerians subscribe to the League of Nations and we are bound to follow any decision taken by the UN. Therefore, we have no other option than to obey the umbrella body. The court has ruled that Kanu did not jump bail because his house was invaded and he had to flee to save his life. The court has equally ruled that his fundamental human rights were infringed upon, so he should be released unconditionally, or else the UN has several sanctions to impose on Nigeria. Chukwu Kelu, also chairman emeritus of the Dibili branch of NBA, said that the court, which refused to grant Kanu bail recently, should have considered the fact that if Kanu have not escaped alive when the military invaded his house, he would have probably been dead by now, and if he had died, he wouldn't have been alive today to face trial because it is only the living that can face trial and not a dead person. And this has triggered a lot of reactions from Nigeria. This one said this is the intimidation from federal government Igbos, thinking they have nothing to do but God will deal with those involved in his detention and wipe them out from this world. Another person here says, close your. Okay, this one here says, can UN control the affairs of Nigeria? Kanu must pay for the people he unlawfully killed in Igbo land and beyond, and properties he destroyed. That's what and someone just said. This one here says, because of this innocent man, Nigerian leadership should be banned from gaining access to the European and American continent. One said the fear of MNK is their problem. The guy gets information that exposes those these men are. They are skeptical of being exposed more. And I feel these are not the right people to be in position of leadership. Another person here said, did you hear the only comment from Northerners so far up with hate? It shows what will happen in this country if they take over. Another person here says, Buhari is doing everything possible to keep him in jail until his tenure runs out. He doesn't want to be told the bitter truth for the rest of his rulership. This one said, another person reacting here said, therefore Nnamdi Kanu will be freed someday as God prophesied in the book of Zephaniah. This one here says they want to blackmail IPOP, but why they don't want to stop marginalization, injustice against innocent people of Biafra. So many reactions here. And but then looking at the situation on ground, from all indication, it seems that the federal government have no intention of freeing Kanu for reasons that are best known to them, I must say, because UN is not just a body that is trying to intervene or trying to usurp the Nigerian power. UN is an umbrella body that Nigeria is a part of. And don't forget that being a part of that kind of union, you must have signed to align to their demands and also to obey their treaties and everything about them, because whether we like it or not, Nigeria has been enjoying some level of support from the UN. Sometimes it's financial support, sometimes also is support in terms of advice and all of that. So if you have been enjoying all of that and they are placing a demand, it's not that they are trying to, if you had read their demand, it's not that it's a kind of stringent statement or something they must by all means comply to. It's a kind of, they're coming in from the position of a senior brother, and trying to let them understand that for you, being that you're a member of this wonderful organization, you're supposed to adhere to the demands of the people. You're supposed to do what is right in the fundamental human right charter. You're supposed to align with everything that we have already provided for. So if after going through the circumstances behind Kanu's arrest and everything, they've come to a conclusion that ordinarily he shouldn't have been arrested. And if he shouldn't have been arrested, kidnapping him into the country was actually wrong. And they're trying to put adequate pressure to make sure that he is released so that Nigeria can align with their provision. We're still waiting to see what will happen in the next court sitting there, because very soon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will have to go to court again for his trial. Let's see if it will be an opportunity to open the doors of prison for him to be freed at least for once.